Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Yeah. When I've been up this When up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 180! I got 2 pop. 21.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Right back to Coleman here on first down. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Garoppolo now. That's caught. It's Coleman.
Here we go. 180! Wait.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle as tight end, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. The 20. Getting it to him in space. Pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Williams. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes takes it himself, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that showed a little bit of faith, actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go. Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Let's go, fellas. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo being chased out. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Not that time for Watkins. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous spectacle.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 45 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just third and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 18 yards, first down Niners.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one complete to Coleman. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They're able to haul it in as Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Come on, one, Omaha. Let's see what you got.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own  20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Niners take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quran Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
One, Omaha. White. He's got me, double up.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Coleman, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do
that. That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gold to add the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
All right, we'll see if they go back to base. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. Say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Eye on these two.
One final try for Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56, 54, 54.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Breeze now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cousins the thrower. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
Here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Come on. 154. Here we go.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Yellow lady. Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming. Kill.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Here we go.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 14. Running with Kamara. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. Kill.
A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze buying time to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put them
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Diggs has it. to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there. And
now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 48 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Saints 3. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
they'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
61, match box,
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Sherrill's on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 14. First down, Vikings.
Right there, 56. You got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Right there, 54. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first. And goal.
To Hunt. Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. What's that?
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Opposite.
Breeze going to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
13.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Sherrills to return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Check. Watch it before. It's going to be a long game for you.
Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. Here's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down, Breeze. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Breeze. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that
one. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
54, Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Breeze to throw. And his throw is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Sherrills. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Check 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cousins now. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 32 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Hey, tight.
The penalty. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. Along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike 56. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run it again with Cook. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Vikings on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, Abdullah. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Wait, the hot. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Wait, the hot.
Cook. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
The hot. 54. Mike, 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check. Slam. 2.
Again, it's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
I got you.
And they will take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the
clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. In New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch a skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it, hop at it. Rep for your bro, where your the projects, pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Try, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass of your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it
rocket like rocket fuel.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.
Hey.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Right now, you got 58, 319, 630.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
X3, 218, jump.
From the 38, Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
That play is just another example of how the corner has evolved in the NFL. You don't necessarily have to have a really tall guy. What you're looking for is length, right? You look for that arm span, able to get a hand in late in the play and effective.
And the height, it makes it harder to complete deep balls like the one we just saw. And Adams has it complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On first down, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, he almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Roger flat.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll throw on first down with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back at 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wilson, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando. We'll have highlights and analysis on this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 33 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And able to find Graham, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
319. Also over here. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Flushed out right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here's Wilson, and an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, it's Lynch. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Teammate. Right.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
You got it.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Off the bootleg. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers, he's got Lewis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
258. Kelly, don't let Kelly. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run on first down.
nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken in at the 1. On first down, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers and able to find Allen Lazard. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. No score after one on EA Sports. On second and 11 now. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore there to make the grab, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. There's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Don't get nervous. All right. Check three.
To throw is Rodgers. A final shot before break. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Homer. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 22, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came over with it.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hit.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers to throw. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He'll look to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. That one goes for 24 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Jamal Williams. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Go!
To throw is Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that will write a finish to this ball game. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So we had action to